Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to our third episode of R&R Podcast. Of course, you got AC here. That's me. And we got Nick.
Hey.
We got Amir.
What's going on?
Annabelle.
Yeah.
And we also have Brioche here. He's a dog, but y'all can't see him. So
shout out Brioche.
Shout out Brioche. He's fighting me right now. But all right. And who wanted to start off with their spiel?
I went first last time, so someone else got to do it.
Okay. All I'm gonna say is this. I feel bad for all homeless people, right? Horrible situation. But I don't know. If you're white and homeless, I don't know what you did, bro. I don't want to say too much, but I'm just gonna leave it at that.
You put it on yourself?
Put it on myself.
Yeah, is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you're white and homeless, you did something different. I mean, everyone's circumstances.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Who wants to go next?
I'll go. People gotta stop liking it, hate things. You gotta give yourself a chance to like things. Like, I feel like it's like people get off just to hate on something. Like, and it's all right to hate on something if you have like your reasons. Like, it's okay to like go overboard and then just back it up with points and be like, I'm not that serious about it, but like just hating on something, like no reasoning, just like, yeah, I hate this. What's saying whatever because it's fun. It is fun, but you gotta have reasons. Don't just hate things for no reason.
Agreed.
Otherwise, I'll hate you.
All right. Well, I would just say for my little spiel here, being willfully disorganized and having a different personality every week is not an interesting trait. That doesn't make you interesting. That doesn't make you unique. It's just kind of shitty. So, keep that in mind when you're trying to, separate yourself from the pack.
Nice point, Nick.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, let's jump into the NBA. So, what are you guys' thoughts about the first week back? I know I was pretty. So some teams really surprised me, and some teams really let me down, or just I was just disappointed with how bad they were. Prime example, the Warriors. I really didn't think they would be that bad.
They look terrible.
Yeah.
The short off season doesn't help.
You said the off season?
The short off season doesn't help. No real training camp. Training camp was really short. Preseason was really short. These new teams haven't had really any time to gel, and all the teams that kind of have the same continuity are going to come in and kind of dominate those guys early on, seems like. And there's been a lot of really big scores. I think people not having very long training camps, not getting used to their defensive tendencies and their roles and things like that, not having the time to really gel there has a lot to do with that as well.
Yeah. And they don't have all their players either, so.
Mm-hmm. I will say, though, about the Warriors, as bad as I thought they looked, but I think you're right about the team not being able to gel and like build that chemistry.
Oh yeah, they do suck.
Yeah, but I wanted to point out James Wiseman. I actually thought he looked really good.
He did.
Considering how little basketball the dude has played, like in college and even in NBA, of course, because he's a rookie. The dude looks good, man. Like, I don't know what the rest of his season would be. I don't know if it's just like the first game thing, but like, I don't know. I'm excited for him. That jump shot's kind of ugly, though. I can't lie about that.
It goes in occasionally.
Yeah, it goes in, but it's not pretty. Yeah, but any other teams that guys caught your attention?
I mean, I've been paying a lot of attention to the Wizards just because I'm a Wizards fan, and we played well against the Sixers. We gave them a good game, but in my opinion, Russ just needs to be a better scorer.
Really?
Like, Yeah, the triple doubles are nice. It's a nice touch, but he's got to take control of the game and be a better scorer. Not in terms of the way he scores, but just the volume. He needs to score more points.
Right.
At the end of the day, I think
he went right back into his normal routine of like, I think he pulled up less threes, but he would like pump fake, dribble one line in, and then do long twos, and it's still brick. And I'm like, see that? I was like, that's Westbrook right there. You know, he's great.
Him open though. He had to take it.
Yeah, he does. But like, sometimes it's best for him to generate another shot when you get that space.
He could just get a running start and just charge at the rim.
Like, honestly, yeah.
Likely to draw a foul, get to the line, or at least make the defense collapse on you and kick it out to a shooter.
Right. He has a perfect system or setup for that. With the Wizards, everyone's a shooter on that team.
Yeah, didn't Rui start shooting too?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
He wasn't shooting threes last year.
Nah, he was shooting mid-range jumpers.
Oh, quick shout out to Denny Avia. That guy looks.
He looked good.
Yeah, he looks really good.
I heard good things.
I didn't see him as a shooter, but he was pulling up. Like, yeah, like what?
I'm not gonna lie. I was playing like 2K online this week, and like I didn't recognize who he was. I was playing with the Wizards. I was just knocking down shit in the corner. I'm like, I don't know who this dude is, but I'll keep an eye out for him in real life. Yeah, nah. So
I was confused. I thought he was gonna be like mainly a ball handler. That's why I was like, it confused me with the Westbrook signing. But shut me up. You got a jump shot.
Yeah. What you guys think about the Lakers?
I think AD might get in MVP conversations this year.
Yeah. Wasn't he in last year too, or not really?
Nah, he wasn't. Because
it was LeBron.
It was LeBron,
right.
And they naturally gonna take some votes away from each other. But I think he might give Luka a run for this MVP because I feel like LeBron's not gonna take this thing serious at all. I think he's really gonna pace himself this regular season. I think he's gonna be chilling a lot.
So. Honestly, I don't really care. I just rather see him go like full throttle in the playoffs.
Yeah, same. But it's like you're really about to see LeBron take it easy this season.
I think that's refreshing because like every season, I mean, at least the past couple seasons, I always think like, oh, he's gonna like let his foot off the gas, and he like occasionally does, like depending on the game. But sometimes in the regular season, I'm like, I feel like you're still doing a little more than you have to. This season, I expect him to maybe have like low scoring 20 games. Like, I don't see him scoring above 25 points per game.
You saying he's gonna look like Kyle Anderson out there?
No. I'm saying he's picking and choosing his spots.
I can see him around 23, 24 a game.
23, 24.
Like
unless he has to.
He's going to start picking it up when the playoffs get closer, though, like he does every year.
If he averages like 23 or 24 points, that'll be like the second lowest points his whole career that he's ever averaged.
Yeah, the only thing less than that was his rookie year. I think he averaged like 21.
No, he just averaged 20 points, but ever since then, like it's at least been like 26 or 25. Yeah. That's wild to me though?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It really is. He did go to the finals and is literally in his fourth year in the league.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Dude's different. But I thought the Lakers looked a lot better their second game. Building a little bit more familiarity with each other. Amir and Abel know this. I get so confused when I watch Montrezl Harrell play because like the dude he'll like drop 20 points, but like he's not really gonna get the ball like that. He just and he's not really he doesn't create offense. I don't know what the hell he does out there, but he'll get his 20.
It's weird to watch a 6'5" guy back down someone who's 7 foot and get a bucket.
Right. He doesn't even really back them down. He kind of just like he puts his back to the basket and then he just kind of does like a running hook, but it's like a layup. Like
but he always sets it up with like 3 dribbles. And as soon as he catches his rhythm, he just goes right up.
Exactly.
And it's just a little bit too fast for them to block, and he makes it every time.
Exactly. And he has one move. It's like this crossover. It's he just goes left to right. That's it.
And it works
every time.
Do you think that game is gonna work in the playoffs for the Lakers though?
No.
Like it didn't work
against second unit guys. He just maybe you can't play him in crunch time against people like Jokic. Like that was like their key mistake. You have Montrezl Harrell guarding Nikola Jokic in the clutch. What did you expect?
Yeah. When you have Zubac right there. It's like you have a way better option.
And then he couldn't score on Nikola Jokic either.
Yeah.
They got rid of the reason to even have him on the court.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, Gasol looks old, man.
Yeah, it does.
I hate to say it. I'm a Memphis fan, by the way, so I love all the like old Memphis players. But yeah, man, Gasol, I don't know. I think you're definitely right about that point you had that they definitely need another center. No one crazy, just like another 7-footer, someone that could just.
You know who'd be great for them?
Hmm.
Rashawn Holmes. I don't know if we said this on the last podcast, but I think Rashawn Holmes would be really good for them.
Oh no, I don't think I said that.
He's a big body. He can bang down low and dish out punishment like Dwight Howard did last year for them. Try to wear out the other team's center, things like that. I was about to say Nerlens, but Nerlens is a little bit on the skinnier side.
Yeah.
And then that leaves the only real banger you have is Marcus Gasol, who's old and kind of fragile, and AD, who's young but still fragile. And he doesn't like banging down low anyway.
Nah. AD's very much just a big ass guard.
He really is.
Yeah, he plays like it too. Any rookies that like kind of stood out to you? Last night I was watching some highlights. LaMelo was knocking down shots, man. I don't know how much he had. Actually, I'm gonna look it up right now. But he was looking. Charlotte is actually kind of fun to watch. I love Devontae Graham from last year. Like he doesn't do anything really besides threes and floaters, and I love watching that shit. So, and LaMelo kind of does the same thing. So I love watching Charlotte play. Did any of you guys catch that game yesterday?
No.
It was pretty good one.
You thought I would casually catch a Charlotte game?
Hey, yo, come on, man.
Let me turn on this Charlotte game really quick.
Who were they
I
playing?
didn't want to say it, but
I haven't they were playing OKC.
Yeah, like what?
OKC is Charlotte.
What a terrible
man.
matchup.
Come on,
Right.
come on, man. Ain't nobody sitting down for that shit.
I know, but I'm just watching for Shea and I'm watching for LaMelo, and that's really it.
Markel's turned into a good player though.
Yeah, Orlando's looking all right.
Yeah,
Markel-
they'll probably miss the playoffs though.
You think
Markel
so?
looked good. Markel looked
I mean,
really good.
Yeah, they lost Jonathan Isaac,
Mhm.
best defensive player, and the Magic have never been a great offensive team. Their whole thing is playing good team defense, and losing their best defender, that's gonna hurt, man.
It is gonna hurt them.
And it's not like they got better anywhere else. They literally they lost Jonathan Isaac, then they lost their backup point guard, like
Who's the backup?
DJ Augustin.
Oh. Yeah, but I think that was on purpose though. So that's why they drafted Cole Anthony or whatever.
Yeah, they did get. I forgot about that. They did get Cole Anthony. Fair enough. He looks pretty good.
Yeah.
The Sixers rookie looked pretty good too, I thought.
Tyrese Maxey.
Maxey.
Yeah, he looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd the Sixers look? I wasn't able to catch any games.
They look about the same as they did 2 years ago, except their bench is better. Because the duo with Shake and Tyrese off the bench is actually a pretty good duo. Where like Tyrese will handle the ball and Shake is just the scorer.
Mhm.
And I think that works very well for him. Like they're not trying to force him to be a ball handler.
This team's way better than last year, man.
Yes.
So much better.
Like
Yeah.
although the flaws that have been there since they've all started playing together are like to me more pronounced. Like Ben Simmons' lack of offensive depth is just like it pisses me off. Like when the ball swings to him and he's behind a 3-point line, he is already galloping towards the rim before he even has the ball in his hand. I'm like, come on, man. You gotta give yourself the chance to like make that defense guess. Like I know they sagging off of you, but like you don't give yourself any favors. Like
He's still really efficient, though.
Ben?
yeah, but he doesn't shoot more than 12 times a game.
And like most of his shots, if not all, are at the rim.
All of them are at the rim.
So, I mean, you're gonna be efficient like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I mean, it is difficult to score at the rim when the defense knows that's the only way you can score.
You're right, but Ben is like 6'10", 250. Like, I don't know. He's a pretty big dude, man. Like, I feel like, honestly, I feel like he could just bully. I feel like if he was more aggressive, he could really just bully his way to the rim more often.
He could be a baby Giannis if he wanted to.
He could be, yeah, but that's not his game, you know?
He's not aggressive enough. That's what it
Yeah.
comes down to.
Yeah. I think that's why a lot of Sixers fans kind of have a strong distaste towards him. Because when I talk to most people who are like Sixers fans, they're like they're willing to trade Ben rather than Embiid.
Yeah.
Because like they don't really like Ben. They think he's kind of soft or he doesn't play too hard.
A bitch.
Yeah.
I think that's what we said.
And
We've
Embiid
called
don't play
Ben
hard
Simmons. We've go ahead.
we don't. Embiid doesn't play hard either. But that's what I had to say.
No, he doesn't play hard either. Because when Embiid does play hard, dude looks like the best center he is the best center in the league when he wants to be.
I think they're playing him kind of well, at least in the 2 games that they've played. Where like he doesn't really go hard until the 4th quarter when they really need him. Like I don't know if it's just me, but his mid range looks a lot better this season. Like no matter how close the defender is, it's like automatic.
Is he still shooting those nut ass threes?
Occasionally, but only he's not standing back there. He's only if he gets the ball and he's back there and he's open, he shoots it.
I encourage every player to work on the 3-point shot. I love watching threes go in. It's great for the game, but I get so annoyed whenever I see Embiid shoot threes because like he'll pull like 4 and only make 1, if that. Like I've just seen so many Sixers games where the dude's just bricking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of threes, they got Seth Curry, and I like that. That acquisition.
Yeah,
looks good.
Yes.
I like that joint a lot.
Yo, did you guys see that game winner by Jason Tatum?
Yes.
Yeah.
The bank 3.
Yeah, man.
That's oh my god.
Did you hear the discourse about? Did you see the discourse about that on Twitter or I think some announcer, one of those talking heads said something like he missed
Nick Wright.
so bad. Yeah, he said he missed so bad it went in.
Yeah.
People got really mad at that. How you
He's like,
about that?
oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm not like. I mean, let's be honest. I don't really think the dude is trying to bank it.
Nah,
Yeah,
but
he
he
wasn't.
made it.
He made it. Yeah.
What kind of? Because he was Nick Wright was trying to big up Giannis, saying it wasn't that big of a deal that he missed both of those free throws, the one to tie the game and the one to win.
He tried to say that free throws don't matter.
Yeah,
He said that. I think he only said that because, one, to piss people off, and we're talking about it, so that.
Yeah.
And, I think that's really it, honestly.
I mean, he did. And people were just getting mad because he said he missed it so bad. Like it's not a miss if it goes in, but he wasn't trying to bank it off the backboard. He kind of did miss what he was trying to do. It worked out, but it's like throwing an alley oop and then it goes through the hoop.
Where do you pull up from?
Probably like 30, 31, 32 feet. It was like
okay.
a couple.
It was on the wing too.
Yeah, he was like almost out of bounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a crazy shot. I did not expect it to go in, but hey,
And they won. So fuck it.
Yeah, man. So in the playoff series between Celtics and Bucks, who y'all got?
No, the Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Bucks.
Bucks.
They don't have anybody that could guard Giannis, and I don't know how good their team defense is against him.
Yeah, who's their rim protector?
Robert Williams.
Or Tristan Thompson?
Yes.
Tristan Thompson is going to stop Giannis from dunking all day.
No. They're like the same. No. I think Giannis is actually taller than him.
He is. Tristan Thompson is the same height as LeBron.
Yeah. Tristan Thompson's actually not that big.
No, he's just really good at rebounding for some reason.
He just plays big.
It's because he's Jamaican.
He is a good defender, though. He's just not good enough to guard Giannis.
Yeah.
Every time I think of Tristan, I just think of that one play. I forget what team it was last year, but he got the ball. He was dribbling up half court. He did 2 behind the back dribbles.
When he crossed that
yeah, as soon as he crossed the half court line, he just chucked that shit.
Yeah, and it like braked off the side of the backboard.
Yeah. They had 24 seconds on the shot clock still. Like, they had all the time, and he was like, I gotta heave it.
Well, he was on the Cavs when he did that.
Yeah, it didn't matter. He was like, we're gonna lose this game anyways.
I mean, yeah, who else was going to take that shot? Colin Sexton?
That's a better shot. That's a better shot, though.
Yeah, I mean, he was open.
He was open.
He was.
Wait, so y'all talking about me talking about Charlotte, but y'all talking about fucking Cleveland right now?
Yo, I'm talking about a highlight. I'm not talking about his scoring
That was
output.
one of the greatest plays of the season last year. You better show some respect.
Exactly. He did 2 behind the back dribbles.
Yeah,
How many times you see that?
Never.
never.
I see Jokic do it.
Yeah, but he's like slow and stuff. Tristan was zooming.
He was doing.
Nah, you know it's one of my favorite like failed highlights of all time. You ever see when that time when JaVale McGee he was on the Wizards, he was on a fast break,
Saw that live.
and you saw what when James Jones took a charge and like JaVale tried to dunk over him.
Yeah.
You saw that live,
I think so, yeah.
bro? Hold up. Have y'all? Do you know? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Mira and Abel?
No, let me look that up.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's so bad. If you're listening, I'll put in I'll link it in the description below. But basically, JaVale McGee almost injured James Jones because he tried to dunk on him like mid free throw line, like between the free throw line and between the basket, and he jumped over him. And he didn't even get close to the rim. He just completely fell over on the floor. And James Jones, he was hurt, bro.
That was a legendary team. You had John Wall, you had JaVale McGee, and you had Nick Young.
Yeah, bro, that's a fucking dickhead squad.
The Wizards era before Marcin Gortat.
Yeah, man. Yo, what's up with the Wizards, man? Like, they had. Oh, you just saw it, man.
That's ridiculous.
It's so bad, man. He could have really hurt him, bro. But big up
Bro.
to James Jones.
Yeah.
He's he works for the Suns now, actually.
Oh my god, what is wrong?
Yeah, that was the same era that Nick Young went for a breakaway 360 layup and just missed the entire backboard.
Damn. How do you do that?
I don't know.
You have to try.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
It's like Rudy Gobert airballing a dunk, which he did.
It's just so yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Actually, but anything else about the NBA y'all wanted to mention?
How do y'all feel about the Nets? I really like them.
Best team in the East.
Huh?
Best team in the East. Hands
Really?
down. Hands down. Everyone,
Honest?
they have a good matchup against literally everybody.
Because there's no team in the East. Well, I think the only team I could see giving them kind of an issue in the East is maybe Miami, but by the time the finals or by the time the playoffs come, Miami's going to be so hurt. Like, I think that's really the reason why Miami made the finals because of the whole pandemic, because it gave them a break.
They're going to be exhausted.
Exactly. Like, they played too hard for their own good because they play hard every game. And
they do match up in terms of personnel, but it's just, I feel like Brooklyn's just a little bit too talented for them. They got too. It's just, you're going to have Jimmy guarding KD all game because they don't have Jay Crowder anymore. So who's guarding KD besides Jimmy Butler? Bam.
They have Avery Bradley.
He's going to guard Kyrie.
Hey, I'm just
Avery Bradley's guarding Kyrie.
I'm just naming.
I mean, it's not like he's not going to get cooked.
Yeah, then who's guarding Karis LeVert and Spencer Dinwiddie when KD and Kyrie aren't scoring?
Yo, that's the thing about them. They have They have 4 20-point scorers.
Exactly. And do you think Bam's going to be cooking DJ or Jared?
Probably.
He's DJ's looking really good. He's looking like 2013 DJ right now. He looks inspired.
He has to do less. He's not expected to be the third star.
Yeah, he actually has a backup big. I don't think he's ever played with a team that actually has a backup big, so he doesn't have to play all those minutes.
He can go hard.
Yeah, he can go hard, exactly. And same with Jared. I mean, Jared always goes hard. I love Jared Allen. He's one of my favorite players in the league.
I wanted him to start last year, but it's whatever.
I want him to start this year, honestly. But KD and Kyrie want him to.
Yeah,
so.
And they're winning, so who cares?
Yeah, and they're winning. But
I think he'll play more minutes in the playoffs when DJ gets tired or something like that.
His minutes will go down because they're going to trust DJ more.
You might be right.
Jared's still really young.
Mm-hmm.
He does have playoff experience, at least.
Yeah, 2 years. DJ has more than 2 years of playoff experience.
That's true.
Yeah, but honestly, bro, the thing that really like scares me about the Nets is Karras. Like Karras looks so good that opening game.
Bro, he's their fourth option, bro. You gotta
I,
put that into like
he's not the
perspective.
oh yeah, because Spencer starts right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's their fourth. But the thing is, I think he's better than Spencer.
Yeah, he is.
You could argue that for sure. I think they're pretty close though.
He's a. Yeah. I don't know.
I think Spencer's better at defense, but when it comes to like scoring, I think Karras is better.
And playmaking too, because Karras is actually a really good playmaker.
Yeah.
Hey, so I remember you being skeptical of the Nets. What are you switching sides now?
I was skeptical because I didn't see anything, but now that I got some evidence, I'm like, shit, I think they're gonna be pretty good.
They really are a bucket. Like watching just KD and Kyrie go toe for toe. It's like
KD's
it scares me to watch
too, man.
Huh?
He's still rusty. KD.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. He doesn't even really have his legs under him. Like he's just now playing NBA basketball for the first time in like a year and a half.
Yeah.
It's a really long time to go without playing a basketball, like an actual NBA basketball game.
Yeah, and I completely understand, man. You know, he came back a little too early and really messed himself up. So, I'm happy that he's actually taking baby steps with this. You know,
I do think they're the favorite in the East, but I would hesitate to put them in as a lock just because I feel like they struggle with perimeter defense. I could see this team getting cold, having an off night or two, and that being the difference in the series. You know, like I don't think most championship teams, you don't see a championship team that can't survive a bad shooting night. I don't know if this Brooklyn team can survive a bad shooting night because with KD and Kyrie, your two best players are getting a lot of their shots in the mid range and from three. So if their shot is off and they're shooting like 40% from the field, that could spell disaster for your team. Because those guys don't. I mean, Kyrie gets to the line a good amount, but he's not like James Harden with it. You know what I mean? Or LeBron, where everything's in the hole, everything's in the paint. You can go get an easy bucket. They can go get an easy bucket, but they choose to take those jump shots a lot. And I don't see them stopping guys like Tatum when he gets hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll see what they look like when they have a bad game.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. I miss seeing KD's pull up three. That thing is beautiful.
Yo, those two skip dribbles to the straight pull up three, it never gets old.
It's beautiful.
It really is.
KD have like one of the most prettiest games you've ever seen. Like top 5 beautiful game of all time.
Yeah, it's just elegant.
So does Kyrie. That's why it's like
true.
It's weird that they're both.
Michael Jordan's up there.
Of course, yeah. Michael's up there. Kobe's up there.
AI's
up there.
Yeah.
I put Prime D Wade up there. I watch his highlights and I'm like, this dude is just a bucket. Like it doesn't matter where he goes, what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, Kyrie is a self-proclaimed artist. It's not just sport; it's art.
He's out there telling a story. He lets the basketball talk for him.
Yeah,
that's right.
Actually, I like the way the Sixers match up against the Nets. Like,
how do they match up against the Nets? Well, they put Ben Simmons on KD, and who they putting on Kyrie? Matisse.
Yeah, Matisse or Danny Green.
Oh yeah, Danny Green is kind of washed.
Yes,
that's not fair. That's not.
I don't think he's that bad on defense.
Yeah, I'm drawn.
Kyrie will cook him, but like it isn't gonna be like a shit show.
He's not a liability out there.
I do think I don't see DJ or Jared Allen guarding Embiid because like I see them faring well. It's like bodies, but like when it comes to him and his mid range and like backing him down, I don't see them doing well. Yeah. And I don't know how the team is going to guard Ben Simmons. Like if he just keeps like how we say he's aggressive and he keeps driving, I don't see them like defending that well.
I can see the Brooklyn Nets bigs getting in foul trouble against the Sixers.
Yep,
very easily. That could be a problem for them.
And honestly, I'm looking forward to see how Shake Milton develops over the season because the dude keeps looking better and better. I know he's just a shooter, but he could handle too. Like that game he had last year where I think he dropped like 38 or something.
Yeah. On the Clippers,
yeah. like it wasn't like a fluke. Like the way he scored those 38, that's how he always plays.
Yeah. He
So-
just had more opportunity.
Exactly. He just had. I think Ben was out, and I think Embiid was out. So like,
yeah, that's when the team was at their worst, man. It was like a whole 10-game streak.
yeah. But all right, I think it's time to move on. So over the time since the last podcast, we watched this movie on Netflix. Y'all probably heard of it called what is it called? The Devil All the Time.
The
Yeah.
Devil All the Time.
Yeah, we watched that one with yeah.
It had a lot of stars in it.
It had a lot of stars.
It did.
I was gonna just say one person, but I was just gonna say Tom Holland.
What's his face from Twilight? I'm mad I
Yeah.
can't remember his name.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
Robert
neither.
Pattinson.
What's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. Yes.
Yes, weirdo.
They had the one guy from Planet of the Apes movie who played the good guy, even though he always looks like a villain. He was the spoiler warning for you, those of you who haven't seen the movie. Too bad it's been out for like forever, so suck it. He's the serial killer guy. Remember he's in Planet of the Apes?
I don't remember his name.
No,
but I know who you're talking about.
They had Winter Soldier in it, so that was something.
Oh yeah.
And Skarsgård.
Oh yeah.
He put his character was interesting.
He played
Who
the
was
shit
his
out the
character?
role.
Was he the dad?
Yeah, the crazy dad.
Yeah.
Well, the depressed dad.
Yeah. So yeah, let's jump into it. What was your guys like general thoughts about the film?
Depressing.
Lived up to its name.
Facts.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was so depressing to the point where it kind of got a little ridiculous because it was like one thing after another, and it just kind of kept on getting worse. Like,
Yeah, I enjoyed it as it went along. Like at first, probably for the first 30 minutes, I was like, "What the fuck is this? I don't like this."
yeah,
But like, I
He got
started to
better as it went
appreciate.
on.
Yeah,
it did,
I started to appreciate it more when I started connecting all the characters.
but it
Like,
just took a while.
yeah,
I was surprised at how much I enjoyed the scenes with the corrupt cop. Like his scenes were really entertaining and enjoying. And
Really?
yeah, I really, really enjoyed his scenes. I feel like he did a good job in the role. I enjoyed his dirty ass corrupt character. He was fun to watch on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Really wish they gave him more to work with in those Marvel movies. Goes to show that sometimes it's not always the actor. Sometimes it's what they're given to work with.
Wait, the Dirty Cop was in a Marvel movie?
The Dirty Cop, remember he's Winter Soldier.
Oh wait,
That's Bucky Barnes.
it is actually. Damn,
oh
Yeah.
wait. Okay.
he did look familiar. Damn.
I really like the scene when Tom Holland's character met up with Robert Pattinson's character in the chapel.
Oh yeah.
They had an interaction like that, and Pattinson was like, "I will not take responsibility for this bastard child."
He's like, "You spying on me, boy?"
His fucking terrible. That scene was still good though, but
Honestly, it really got funny to me with the Reverend characters. Like the first Reverend, he was cool. Like I could tell he was acting, but
yeah.
he was like believing his lie. I don't want to spoil it. I mean, we can.
Nah, what? Spoilers, Sean.
So like when he kills his wife, like I didn't like him until he does that because I'm like, oh, okay, so he really does believe what he's saying. So I could believe him as a character.
Yeah, bro, he was wild. He said, "Arise."
He's like, I do have powers. I am almighty.
That's correct.
And then what? His was it his brother or friend who played the guitar? He was like, "Sounds like you're a crazy person. You just killed your wife."
Yeah, his brother. Yeah, this movie had a lot of religious commentary. This movie feels very
A lot, man. A lot.
I wouldn't
Describe.
say it's anti-religion. I think it's just the author is trying to, because it's based on a book. I think they're just trying to point out like how institutions of religion can give people power, and I think it was just about how people use power to like take advantage of people. You know what I'm saying? And I think this movie might be trying to say that power corrupts, because every single person who was in a position of privilege and power in this movie ended up using it in a fucked up way. Like the dad took his authority as a father to force religion on his son.
Mhm.
And the son went along with it because that's his pop, but the kid like kind of looked mad, uncomfortable with it, and he's like, "You're going to do this anyway," especially when like things started really getting bad.
Oh man,
Got to the point where
that kid was my favorite character.
The kid was actually a good actor, honestly.
yeah, he did a good job for a kid actor.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the cop is corrupt and he's doing all types of fucked up shit. He even tried to cover up the fact that his sister was a fucking serial killer the moment they got found out and shit.
Yo, I think at that moment I was like, I hate this guy. Like,
Yeah,
I like his character, but I'm like, yo, this guy sucks.
He's scummy. He's selfish. And
That's why I like.
He killed everyone who got in his way of being elected as sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like he killed the mob. He was working with the mob or some type of crime, and then the moment they stopped giving him exactly what he wanted, he fucking killed them.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The preacher is out here raping little girls. You know what I mean? The dad sacrificed the damn dog and then, you know what I mean, killed himself and shit.
Do you think I think the dog thing was more so like a more related to like the opening of the film with the war.
Yeah, because he found his buddy crucified.
Yeah, like I think they were trying to. I mean, obviously they were trying to correlate the two because the imagery was he crucified the dog, but I don't know. I think he kind of probably felt like some guilt from that or something like you know how he sacrificed the dog in order to like bring his wife back.
Yeah,
Or like not bring his wife back, but like heal her in a way.
Yeah.
Like I also think it was kind of like a ode to his friend. Like obviously it's not going to bring him back, but like I feel like just like some type of relation between the two.
Well, I think he actually thought that would like give her a better chance of getting better.
No, yeah. He definitely did.
He took that shit seriously.
he was really desperate. I guess he felt his wife was all he had left.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That movie was like when I was watching it, I was almost surprised that like Netflix took it on as like that was a dark movie. Like that was a twisted movie. And I was trying to think of another Netflix movie that was like that twisted. But I don't know. It was I really liked it, but I don't know.
I think I was bored with the movie, like up until Tom Holland's character came on. Like when he aged and really when his growth shown after his dad killed his dog and he was like, yo, actually, I don't fuck with this religion, man. Bring my dog back, And then when he ages and he's like, he doesn't really. Maybe y'all could clear it up. Like, how does he really feel about his dad? Like, it made sense in the end where he was like, he was only trying to bring back a person who was his light. So he was gonna do whatever it took. But like, when his dad died, and he was like, actually, none of this really matters. And then when he ages and how he acts to everything, and then like protecting his stepsister and all that, like, I really started to enjoy his character a lot more.
Mm-hmm. I just wish the movie was more so about him. Like I know that they had to show his what happened between him and his dad to provide like some backstory and to give you more of an understanding. But I kind of think the film would have been fine if it kind of just more so focused on Tom's character.
He was probably the most enjoyable part of the movie.
Yeah, he definitely was. I went into the movie thinking it was actually going to be like more action because the only thing I had saw from the film on Twitter was that scene where he like fought those 3 bullies, or not even fight them, he just jumped them.
Yeah, he just jumped.
Yeah. That shit was pretty cool.
It was cool, but that was the only scene I had saw. So I'm like, oh shit, the whole movie's going to be like this.
Yeah.
Yo, like,
well, that is all really violent.
It is very violent, but not like in a combative type of way. It's just it's just more so like
how many shootouts are there? There's like 3 or 4, right?
There's one with Tom and the dirty cop.
Well, they don't last particularly long. He had a shootout with the couple, which lasted like 4 seconds.
I'm not gonna lie, I did like that scene a lot actually.
Oh yeah, that scene.
I don't want to do it.
When he left after he killed the preacher and he left, and then they went back to the couple in the car, and as soon as they saw him on the road, I was like, they about to. I'm glad he lived in the end, but I didn't see it coming when she pointed the gun at him when he was in the car after he shot him.
And in fact, her husband put blinks in her.
Yo, but that makes so much sense. Like
She was acting erratic. Yeah.
yeah, he did not trust her. And he was like, "No, you're not getting real bullets."
Yeah, man.
But like, I felt bad for her, but I didn't. I'm like, yo, like
Yeah,
if you,
she took part in that shit. She enjoyed
Yeah.
it too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it was kind of drawing though when what they do? I think they shot a dude in his dick or some shit. I don't know.
yeah,
If they
not
cut his,
yeah,
I
they
don't
cut
know
his
if they,
dick off.
Yeah, they cut it off, and then like the husband was having way too much fun, man. He was like stomping him and shit.
What? Then the narrator says some shit like, "Oh, this is when he gets closest to God." Like, because then
Right.
he's in the car listening to like gospel tunes.
Oh yeah, Zeph was like killing people, makes him godlike or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like a religious experience. I don't think I processed how messed up that movie was, like when I was watching it.
Yeah, honestly, on second viewing, because I watched it again like a bit yesterday, I was just like, man, this shit is fucked up. But also on second viewing, I was able to kind of appreciate the more like lighthearted moments, like when the father first met the mother.
That was a
Um,
cute scene.
like at first, I was like, I didn't really think too much of it, but on second viewing, I kind of appreciated it more because I knew how much he valued his wife. So like going into it, I like kind of, you know, kind of appreciated it more because I'm like, this is like the lightest this movie gets, honestly.
But the movie isn't all dread though. It has a lot of
No, it's
it has some
not.
moments of hope in it, like when the dad taught his son how to stand up for himself. The fact that Tom Holland's character is a static character who doesn't change. Like he comes in with a certain type of morals and principles, and he stays with them throughout, despite all the fucked up shit happening around him. And I think it's kind of like saying, even through all that dirt and grime and all that ugly shit happening, like it's still possible for like good people to be around, and
Mhm.
you know, what I mean, it's still possible to do the right thing.
And speaking of hope, it was so messed up when Holland's stepsister was about to kill herself, and like the narrator was like, "Oh well, you know, it crept into her mind that she didn't actually want to kill herself, and
yeah.
that her mom would, and she slipped."
I hated that scene, man.
That
Like
was fucked up. Man.
when
A
she was gonna
glimmer of
kill
hope.
herself, I was like, okay, so she's gonna actually go through with it. And then when it's like, well, actually, she realized her grandmother wouldn't dislike her for having this child and letting it be a bastard. And then she's like, actually, let me tie this off. And then she just kicks the bucket 2 feet away from her. I'm like,
Yeah, man, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I didn't understand why she was getting bullied so much at school.
because she was like praying every day.
Yeah, I know, but like the first scene you see with her, she's like praying on her knees. Like those three dudes are like doing that thing, and then Holland comes and interrupts. So I was just like, man,
Weren't they getting bullied because they were like, no, that wasn't it. That was his old neighborhood where they got bullied because he was an outsider.
I don't know.
That was when he was a kid.
Yeah, that was in the beginning.
Yeah.
I really liked the ending where the corrupt cop came to him, but like with a shotgun, which was funny because I remember Tom Holland's grandfather saying to him when he gave him the Luger, he was like, "It ain't like a shotgun, like that one's more trusted." And then when the corrupt cop comes with a shotgun, like the whole time I'm like, "All right, so he's dead, right?" And then like with no irony, it's like he had God on his side and he lived because he. The bullets got blocked by a tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly though, Holland's character has some lucky ass moments in that film. Like he should have been dead.
Yeah.
No. What other scene was that I wanted to talk about? I thought Robert Pattinson's character was kind of it was interesting. I thought his accent was a little weird at certain points.
He was the worst actor in the movie.
He's not. He wasn't a bad actor.
Who was the worst actor?
Damn,
Robert Pattinson.
I like this character.
Yeah, I like this character too.
I think he was pulling on Nicolas Cage.
Yes. Like he wasn't bad, but like if I'm rating everybody in the movie, he's at the bottom. If at some moments it felt so fake, which I guess it works for his character because like he wasn't really a reverend. He was like just using it. But like
I think the dog was the worst actor.
Come on now, you're not gonna do that.
The dog was the worst actor by far.
Yo.
Bro, he interrupted the scene where his dad was whooping those dudes' ass because he kept barking. I just wanted the dog to
I
shut
heard
the
a
fuck up.
rumor that he actually forgot his lines multiple times.
Who, the dad?
No, the dog. He had to be reminded. So unprofessional.
Come
Very
on, man.
unprofessional.
He's just a teen, man. You gotta give him more chances.
Yeah, man. He's probably not going to see any more work in Hollywood.
It's against the rules to make fun of the dog.
Hey, man.
He's doing their best.
The dog had it coming.
No, you can't say that.
Nah. But
I found it funny that when Tom Holland's character went back to the house, I always thought, because they had like a flashback with him and his dad, I was like, oh, so he's gonna like clear things up with the area and the cross, but he actually didn't give a fuck about that. He just wanted to bury his dog. I was like, I like that for his character. He was like, no, I want closure, and my closure is my dog. It's nothing else.
I think he was I think he had gotten over, well, maybe not gotten over, but had forgiven his dad for the whole religious things. I think he just saw his dad for the desperate man that he was, and knew his dad was trying. He didn't have the proper tools to really do what he needed to do.
Yeah, he didn't have the defibrillator on deck to resurrect.
Or just the emotional intelligence to know how to deal with that shit and not go insane.
Yeah.
I guess being a single parent is kind of stressful.
yeah, for sure. Especially in circumstances like that.
Yeah.
Every minute I watched that movie, it just kept reminding me the 1950s in America, not a fun time.
No. Honestly, I'm happy we live in this era.
Yeah.
This time. Wouldn't want to live in any other time.
Was there no colored people in that movie?
None at all. And I'm kind of happy I didn't see any.
Yeah.
If there was any,
Same.
It would have been an unnecessary scene.
Yeah, the dad probably would have sacrificed them instead.
Yo, the dog was black. Wait, the dog was black.
Yeah.
Damn.
Are you saying black people are dogs about?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
No, the dog was black. Don't think too hard. It's not a metaphor.
Okay. All right. Whatever you say, Bill. Just, calling you on your bullshit,
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, man. But, all right, yeah. I think we're pretty much done with this. As far as, anything, news related or whatever, I kind of just wanted to talk a bit about the new Playboi Carti album. Have you guys given it a listen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, people just don't. If it sounds weird, they don't like it. Like, what is this? Like, oh, it doesn't sound like the most accessible thing in the world, so therefore, I gotta shit on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like Shooter. I don't like it. The funny thing is, I actually saw people saying that. Like, that song specifically, if it doesn't sound like it, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Nah, I really think that album's getting a lot of hate for no reason. I don't see what people find so bad about it. I honestly think what they probably don't like is maybe the first two tracks, because I kind of think those are some of the weaker tracks on the album.
Bugging.
What? You don't? Wait, you don't? You said the same thing.
No, I like the first song. Rockstar Made is fire.
Rockstar Made is all right.
Songs.
Huh?
I like both of those songs.
Me too.
I like the beat with the one with Kanye, but
Yeah.
I didn't really like his verse all too much.
He's the most unnecessary feature artist.
I like Kanye's feature.
Oh, really?
I did. I enjoyed it. I had fun.
I thought it was good too. Although I'm a Kanye stan, so it doesn't. I don't really.
I wish it was longer. Maybe I think because the beat towards the second half, I really enjoyed.
Cardi was on that
It felt
song
like
for like-
Kanye featuring Cardi, not Cardi featuring Kanye.
Exactly.
That's the one criticism I would have for that song.
Like,
Cardi, I feel like Cardi did a good job on this album though. He didn't over rely on that baby voice like he did on that trash ass Drake song.
Come on now, that verse was fine. We don't got to start this.
It was really good.
He didn't rely on Pierre.
I found something entertaining about the song when that song where he's talking about maybe I'll give you a ring, baby I can't change, but maybe I don't know, maybe I'll give you a ring and be
Right, yeah.
And he was framing it like it was this really touching moment. He's being romantic and like vulnerable, and it's like, nigga, you're just telling your girl, I'm gonna keep fucking these other bitches, and I might start being nice to you in like 5-6 years. Just give me some time. I'll get back to you. I gotta check my schedule. Like,
Honestly,
such a fucking asshole, dog.
It makes it funnier with everything going on with Iggy.
I believe Iggy 100%. There's no way I look at that nigga and go, oh yeah, he didn't do that. He definitely did that shit.
But like, what did you expect? Like,
I mean, I guess
when I look at him, I don't see a loyal man that you want to have a child with.
he's a fucking dickhead, bro.
Yeah, the Cardi and the memes have been rampant.
Bro, the funniest shit was Cardi was playing PS5 with Uzi while I was giving birth.
Oh man.
In a different city. Wasn't he like? Don't they live in like Cali?
Yeah.
So he was on the other side of the other fucking country playing PlayStation with his friends.
So messed up.
He went to Philly to play PS5
9 months before the PlayStation 5 even came out.
Yeah, I know. Like, that just went over her head.
Yo, he ain't shit. Album's good though.
Album is good. I think my favorite track was Over. I think it's called Over. The one that's kind of like a long time part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was really good. I like the vamp tracks, both of them.
Yeah, me too.
The first one with the orchestra had me kind of laughing. I'm like, man, this is some bullshit, but I kind of like it.
It sounds really good in the car, man. That shit.
Yo,
every song is good in the car. I'll say that.
Rockstar me.
Like, some of them are either stay the same or you like some of them more in the car. Like
the one with Cuddy's growing on me. I didn't really like it too much, but I heard it again before we started recording, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of liking this one.
They don't understand me. I'm talking hieroglyphics.
And even though I liked that at first, I still think this album's going to get better with multiple listens.
Oh
yeah, for sure.
I think that's
most of. I think that because the same thing happened with me with Dialect.
Yeah.
I liked it, but I wasn't crazy about it. And then 3 months later, it's probably like the most played album of that in my rotation. So
Yeah,
I don't know if that's gonna happen with this one, but maybe
in a month, all the people that are shitting on this album are gonna switch sides. Be like, oh well, it's
bro.
pretty good.
This is his Yeezus, man. Like, people hate it at first, but it's just gonna grow on you over time.
I guess you could say that.
That's why Cardi's a genius. It grows over time.
I'm not saying that.
I don't see how you could think this album is trash though.
Yeah,
People are saying
It's not too far from Dialect.
yeah. This is. It's not like he's doing anything particularly out of the ordinary for him.
it's still psychedelic.
Yeah, it's the same type of music he's been making. It's just new.
He's just more hype. That's really it.
That's
He's
really
a lot more hype. He's a lot more aggressive on this. He borrows a lot more elements from like punk music, from like that type of scene. This time around, and the emo goth shit.
It makes sense when like what I saw him tweet like, "Oh man, I can't wait to go on tour with this." I'm like, yeah, this is like a tour album,
Mosh pit type shit.
Exactly, and like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it works. I want to go to his show now.
Yeah, but that third song, that shit was fire.
Oh yeah, Stop Breathing. That's probably my favorite
Take my
song.
shirt off and the whole stop breathing.
Yo, he's really not a good person, is he?
No,
Nah.
yo, he calls himself Shiesty on that song. Like third song on the album, he's like, "I'm a shiesty nigga."
You know, I thought the song. Remember the song where he's talking about signing people, and he was complaining how everybody's like after him and like basically that's his "fuck the hater" song.
Yeah.
I was gonna sign Trippie Redd before they knew about Trippie Redd.
He said, "I just want to do me."
That shit was kind of funny.
Oh man, he made me laugh a lot on this album.
Honestly,
Yo, same.
if we're looking at it and comparing it to his other albums, this is kind of lyrical for Cardi because he is like.
Hey,
It is.
Because he was saying shit and I was actually kind of paying attention.
Yeah, like I actually listened to his lyrics for the first time ever. Like he's saying things, and I'm remembering what he actually said.
They thought it was
Holy shit! They thought-
I just
oh wait, that was hilarious. That might have been the funniest line.
Yeah,
bro, isn't he like 24?
I think he's older than that. Cardi's been around since like 2014, 2015, man.
But you know these rappers be coming out super young nowadays.
They do. Yeah, hold on. I'm looking at it right now. What's his age?
One thing
yeah, he's
I think
24.
what should be said is this guy has great beat selection.
Yes, he
Like,
does. He has a
I
great
doubt
ear.
it. When I saw 24 tracks, I was like, nah, ain't no way.
Yeah,
And
but
then
he
like,
did it.
yeah, the only one I dislike, currently dislike, is the last song. It's because I don't think it fits him that well. Like,
That's the song with the heavy sample, right?
yeah, it's got a Bon Iver sample. It's very like gospel, and
Yeah, it
I
didn't
don't
fit
know.
with everything else. It
Yeah, it
was like
doesn't.
out of place.
Right.
I
Yeah.
liked it. It just didn't flow well in the album.
I don't think it was that great of an outro for that album.
Yeah.
I will say this.
I feel like dying. I
Uh,
did like it. It's just it feels so out of place though. It's a shame.
I really feel like people need to chill with wanting features on an album because that was like one big complaint I saw. Like people were like, "Man, where are the features?" I'm like,
It features were perfect.
Yo,
just Cuddy and
Sure,
Kanye.
and Kanye.
Future, yeah.
he
Oh,
even had
I like that Future song.
that song. I honestly didn't know how it was gonna sound before it came on. Like, and then when the beat came on, I was like, what is this? And like, that song is straight like endorphins, man.
Yeah, man. But the album's fine. I don't know. People need to leave artists alone and let them create the albums that they want to create. You know?
Cardi even had a line on I think it was Punk Monk where he said, I don't even need these niggas on my song. And I was like, you're right.
Yo,
I
bro,
like this.
dude's voice was hurting after recording some of these songs.
You think he
Bruh.
talks the way he raps?
No.
No.
Nah,
You ever
chill when he's talking.
Yeah, you ever seen his interviews? That guy is quiet.
Oh yeah. I thought
People were
it was on
saying
the
he had
shit that I
corona.
was on, but they wasn't.
What'd you say, man?
So I thought they was on the same shit. They could say I switched on them because I was on some shit that I thought they was on, but they wasn't.
Bro, he really thought that shit was deep. He was saying that shit like it was so fucking profound.
Aristotle, get the fuck out of here, man.
He said, "My name is Jordan Carter. You shall hear everything."
And my son's name is not
Onyx.
Alex Kelly
Gilbert.
doesn't have his doesn't have his dad's last name for some reason.
Yo, man, like it's some dick shit that he did that, but it works with his character, you know?
Yeah, he was rapping a lot about his son on this album.
Yeah.
Yo, it's weird. I actually do remember. Do you think Cardi's voice was more pronounced in this album than it was on Die Lit?
100%.
It seemed like his vocals was so much more at the forefront on this album than the last one.
I think the whole phrase mumble rap is bullshit, but if you were ever to call something that, I guess you could kind of call dialect that, because there were some legit verses where like the dude was just like muffled.
Yeah,
He
he's
was indistinguishable. He was incomprehensible.
No, but you know what's fucked up? I listened to that album so many times. I could understand the indistinguishable shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you listen to that way too much.
Hey, that's probably like as far as 2018 concerns, it's probably my favorite album of that year. The only one that comes close is this one by this guy named Concept Jackson and Twami. That's the only one. But
Didn't JPEG drop that year?
oh yeah, he dropped Veteran.
Yeah, that's up there for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You see JPEG tweet. He was like, they were like, JPEG, do you like getting pegged? And he was like, I'd like a lot of things.
He didn't say no.
Yeah. I mean,
JPEG was defending the Cardi album.
Yeah, he was.
yeah, he was. A lot of artists were.
You know, I always like to see that. It's like you got all these basic people hating on it, and it's like, yo, man, just give this shit a chance. It's not bad.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like most people who like it say the same thing. Like, hey, it grows on you and it's catchy. Like,
It's very catchy.
the first time I heard it, like, I had like 6 or 7 songs, like the melody just in my head.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, you know what I would like? I would like Travis Scott to make an album with Cardi, but honestly, I just want Cardi to kind of curate the beats and like tell him what to do. Like, I don't want Travis Scott doing anything, just listening to Cardi's direction. Because Love Hurts, I like that song so much more than I like most other Travis Scott songs.
That's true.
Love her.
Travis needs to get weirder. He needs to go back and get weirder.
Yeah, man, like I don't know. I like Astro World kind of, but I don't go back to it at all. Like, not like there's nothing that brings me back to that album. I like
Astroworld's
Rodeo a lot.
good. Yeah. I mean, it's good. It's just not what he could be making.
Yeah, I think he could be making something a lot more innovative, something that stands out more, something that's different. I'm not saying that his shit isn't different, because no, it's him, but he's just I feel like he's just repeating the same thing.
You think he enjoys making highly accessible music?
Now, I
Yes.
think now he does, because
You seen that McDonald's commercial, man?
No, I mean like artistic.
His Jack Burger?
I know that's what he's choosing to do, but like, do you think that that's like really where his heart is at, artistically speaking? Like that's the sound he really fucks with heavy, and that's what he wants to do.
He said that, like, I think I remember him saying that like when he got bigger and he had bigger shows and he got the energy from the people in the crowds, that he really liked that. So he likes making mainstream music because like the concerts are more fun.
Okay.
So like I understand, because Kanye did the same thing with Graduation.
Yeah.
He was like, when he went on tour for like Late Registration, he was like, I want to make something like better for concerts, and like that's why he made Graduation, because like it's like
it's a lot more synthy.
Yeah, it's a lot more synthy. The album, it just sounds big,
Mm-hmm.
Like when you put it on speakers, I love it. Whenever
Graduation is one of the catchiest albums I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like every song in there could be a hit. And almost all of them are.
Yeah, almost all of them are.
Yeah. Well, Travis used to make songs that were just cool and experimental, and then they also happen to be really good in concert. Now he just tries to make really good concert songs, and they're okay for concert and they're good for concert, but they're just not as good of songs.
Right. Yeah, no, like I said, I love Rodeo, but I don't even like the concert songs all that much on Rodeo. My favorite song off Rodeo is like probably Impossible, or Maria, I'm Drunk.
That is a concert song.
What, Impossible?
No, Maria, I'm Drunk.
Oh.
Maria, I'm Drunk is amazing.
It is amazing.
Impossible is like a good middle of the concert song. You got to take a break. You cleanse yourself a little bit, cleanse the palate a little bit, then he goes into like Mamacita or something.
It is a good cleanser palate cleanser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like what? Most of the songs on that album are hyped too. Like "Oh My This Side," "Nightcrawler," "Antidotes."
I mean, but they're not super hyped though. They're not like, I wouldn't call them ragers or anything.
No, they're not that hyped, but that's kind of what I like about them. They like, you can get energetic to them, but for the most part, I kind of just listen to them. Like they don't really, get me jumping or some shit. Like I'm not gonna work. I never work out the Travis Scott. Like I would never do that shit.
Yeah, I couldn't see that.
I only work, but then again, I really only like working out to like Death Grips or like City Morgue, and that's
yeah, it's just a whole nother level of hard.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You just be in there like.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say you just be in there like Tom Holland's dad. Just, you better pray, boy. So, I love going to the gym because, like, bro, some people are like crazy in there. Like when they work out, I'm like, damn, bro, I don't know what the hell happened to you, but it must have been traumatic. Like he's just doing pull-ups, and I just see his face, is all this fucking anger. I'm like, bro, like, what do you got on your mind, man?
He's thinking about his home life, man. Don't judge him.
It's my whore wife. Keeps fucking the neighbors.
I mean, working out hurts. Nigga might be in pain.
Oh, come on. It's not like that.
He's exercising his pain.
It only hurts if you're doing it for reps.
You didn't even catch that. That was a double entendre.
What you saying?
He's exercising his pain.
That was good.
See, we hear, you know.
That joke sucks.
Listen. Who said it was a joke? It's a metaphor, bro.
No, I'm just salty because I didn't pick up on it.
No, I mean I get it now, but I'm like, eh.
Remember that Meatwad joke? The Meatwad meme. I get it. It's not making me laugh, but I get it.
Yo, honestly, I love Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but you cannot binge watch that show.
No, you lose brain cells when you do that.
It's not even just that. Like you just lose interest. Like, but when you're watching maybe 2 episodes, like, okay, that's good.
Honestly, Aqua Teen's an easier watch because this other show is like it's got a lot of shock value shit in it. But Squidbillies is kind of funnier.
Oh wait, you like Squidbillies?
Squidbillies is fucking hilarious, bro.
Bro, I love Squidbillies. I actually
don't. I kind of think play them.
I thought you wouldn't like it at all because like the animation's kind of ugly.
Oh, that's part of the charm, bro.
Oh,
it's dirty, disgusting, and fucking hilarious.
All right. Well, for those of you guys who don't know what Squidbillies is, it's this wonderful show.
It's about
made by-
anthropomorphic ancestral southern racist squids who are all poor.
They're all poor, and like the main character is named Kyle or Early.
Kyle. What's his name? What's his actual?
Kyler. His name's Kyler Early.
Oh my god. Kyle.
Yeah, like Cuyler.
Yeah, it's not spelled like the usual way you spell Kyle.
Yeah, and he has a son named Rusty. Woo! Come on, Dave.
He's mixed race, by the way.
Yeah, Rusty's a half human, half squid.
Yeah.
He has a mullet.
What
and acne problems.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, bro. You can only watch this show smacked though. If you're sober, like you'll enjoy it, but if you're smacked, you'll get it.
Damn, how do people like come up with this stuff? Like when I watch, I've never seen that, but when I watch something like Mr. Pickles or something, like,
Mr. Pickles is horrible. That show was trash.
I know. It's like, how do people? I know. I've only watched that like
Adult Swim is like only is marketed towards stoners, so
PCP users.
Yeah,
not that much, bro. If you're on PCP, you listen to Cage and Tame One. But yeah, it's just like, you know, the creators just I think they're smacked when they write this stuff. Like almost every show on Adult Swim is like that, I would say, except the ones that aren't created by them.
It's either disgusting or it's anime. Those are the only two options on Adult Swim.
Yeah,
true.
I would say Primal. Primal's kind of, but it's anime inspired, I guess.
They also made Super Gel. Don't forget that. Never forgive them.
Oh yeah, and Chicago, Illinois. I like Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago, Illinois feels more like a sitcom than it does anything else.
Yeah, but it's not nasty.
No, it's kind of like dry humor or some absurdist ridiculousness type things.
Honestly, I kind of think those are Adult Swim's best shows. Just kind of like slice of life ones, but like with a few like absurd elements in it.
Have you guys ever watched Xavier Renegade Angel?
Nope.
Mm-mm. Oh wait! I know. Is that like the anime? It's like a 3D animated, right?
It's really ugly.
It's super.
It's all CG.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I've seen some clips. It's hilarious. I've heard good things.
Yeah.
I want to check it out, but like the only way to watch it is like I think it might be on Hulu, or you might have to just buy it.
Yeah, I think I have to pay on Adult Swim's like streaming thing on their website.
Yeah, but I've seen some clips on YouTube. That show is fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna give y'all a fucking gem. All right, this show is called Frisky Dingo. It's on Hulu.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, Frisky Dingo's hilarious. It's only 10 minutes an episode too. So and like you could actually binge watch it. Huh?
Season 2 sucks.
Season 2 sucks? I thought it was alright. But season 1 was funny as hell. They had Killer Mike. They had Killer Mike on there, and he had a song. It was just about coming on yourself. Like, I don't know how they
on that show.
Yeah, he said "jizz in your pants."
I didn't even notice.
Yeah,
I feel like Killer Mike is just I don't think he gets recognized enough for being a complete weirdo. Like we recognize him for like his really great like activism and whatnot, but he's also a weirdo. Like he's
No, that's what I love about him. First off, the dude's a great business dude. He has like a barbershop. He's an entrepreneur because he's a rapper, and like he owns a bank now. It's like an online bank. You know what? I'm gonna shut. If you guys want to support Black businesses, please sign up with Greenwood Bank. Every time you sign up, I think they feed families, and like they also provide some money towards Black and Latinx businesses. So, if that interests you, sign up. They won't be coming out till next year, which is only a few days. So, but
sponsored.
I don't want to get sponsored by them, but it's like a great business, and I think people should sign up for it. So yeah, I don't know. What else was I saying about Killer Mike? But
he's a weirdo.
Yeah, he's a weirdo. Like he's been working with Adult Swim for years, and like, he has a sense of humor. But
I love him on the Eric Andre show where
he was running.
They had him and Action Bronson running on treadmills, but also trying to rap and like.
Yeah, Bronson had me roll.
They couldn't even get lines out, man.
Bronson said, "I got the light on my head," and then that was it.
He couldn't keep going. All Killer Mike was like, "Yo,"
or when he when he was with the opera. He said, "We singing opera, ho." And like it's like the opera singer. She's just like yodeling or whatever the fuck they do. And he's like, "We singing opera, bitch."
Just doing ad libs for opera.
Yeah. Honestly, great dude all around. I just kind of want him to drop another solo album, to be honest, because he hasn't dropped it. He hasn't dropped a solo album since like 2011.
I'd rather have another RTJ before a Killer Mike solo album.
No, I want another solo album from him and LP, because I like their individual work. Killer Mike's music is like really good at. It's really topical and it has like a lot of stories. And I don't really like it when rappers do it, but I like it when he does it because he just does it a lot better than they do.
Okay.
So, it's like a itch that hasn't been scratched in a while.
I just want to hear LP beats, so RTJ fulfills that for me.
Yeah.
It's like drugs. I don't care which one, just give me one.
Yeah, although I would say that the last album, it didn't really have too many like Run the Jewels beats on there. Like I don't think LP produced all of them, but the ones he didn't produce all of them. No, he produced. Sure? I don't think like Ooh La La. I think that was just Premier, DJ Premier.
Yeah, but he had a hand in all of them.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, most likely, yeah. But as far as production goes, I think my favorite RTJ album will always be the second one. Yeah, because like it was just harder than all of them.
The intro to the second one is hilarious.
It really is.
I'm gonna bang this bitch the fuck out.
I'm up at midnight, I'm pipping off in my knees. I'm gonna reside in this. I get you all reside.
Yeah, but anything happen with y'all in your weeks in your personal lives that think's interesting to share?
I can't think of anything.
For me, I work at a retail store. You see all types of shit there. This woman came in and the security guard was suspected her of taking some items. So the security guard was following her around, and I think they knew each other, or they knew something about each other, and they got into an argument. And then, she was out of pocket. She took it way too far because she went up to the security guard, the lady who was like suspected of stealing. She was like, "You know what? That's why your son's dead."
Damn.
Oh.
Like, she's like, "You got another son too, right?" She's like, "Yep, I do." He's like, "Yeah, he's gonna die too." I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck is this?"
Is she high?
No, she wasn't high. She was just mad.
She's trying to hurt his feelings.
That's fucked up, man.
Her.
Oh yeah.
Nah, that crosses a few lines.
Yeah, man. Police came in, took her out.
He's like, all right. Police got there.
Yeah, because like at the store I work at, there's like a policy where we have security guards, but they're not allowed to stop anybody.
Yeah,
and they're not allowed to touch you. Like they can't touch you. Yeah. Like basically, they're just there.
I know. Like most stores operate like that. If the cops actually get there and fucking arrest you, you're a dickhead.
Right.
The moment the store colors you as someone who's doing stuff, you should just fucking leave. Like they can't stop you. They can't even prevent you from taking shit. You can literally just snatch it right in front of them. They're just supposed to watch you and then report it.
Mm-hmm. What's that episode in Atlanta? It's like no chase policy.
Yeah. They got a no chase policy. So all he has to do is keep giving me good service. And he just starts running off, or he light jogs away.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Gives me an idea.
I need another season of Atlanta. Second season was a little weird.
That shit fell off.
What are you talking about?
You don't like the second season at all?
It was mid. It was high mid.
Nah.
Damn. I mean, it was still good.
There were still highlights in that joint, man.
Yeah.
It was all right.
I love the episode when honestly, I think my favorite episode was the one with Paperboy when he was trying to get a haircut and his barber just kept on taking him to
that shit was so frustrating, dog. It was a good episode, though.
It was a good episode.
And then asshole, man.
Honestly, I think the only thing that really killed season 2 was I think it tried to get a little too artsy or like too heady. Like
it moved away from. I said it moved away from what it was originally about, which is just Atlanta, like in general.
it was like I really liked it because it was like first off, there's not too many. There's not like that many black shows on like cable or TV or whatever. And the ones we do have, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of not interested in most of them. But Atlanta, like you know, it's unique. It's a lot. It's stands out from the rest of them, and I really liked that it was slice of life, and it kind of got away from that, but it's still there. So,
Do you watch Insecure?
I know Insecure is like the same type of thing.
Uh,
Like not the same show, but I know it's slice of life. Like
Atlanta's
no crazy shit's going
yeah,
on.
yeah. Atlanta's weird in that way, but I like its weirdness.
Hmm.
I really like in season 2 how they had whole episodes with characters like with Van. I
Mhm.
liked her episode where she was with her friends and she went to the party
Yeah.
and then like showing her values and like, oh yeah, like, I still like Ern, but I really want this picture of Drake. It's gonna make me feel better.
Hmm.
And then finding out that Drake wasn't there and they just had cutouts.
Yo, Ern's a piece of shit, dog. Like season 2 made me not like Ern.
Yeah, he's really hard to root for as the show goes on.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, I don't know if we're supposed to root for him, you know? I mean, I know he's the protagonist, but honestly, the only characters that I really fuck with are Paperboy and Darius.
Yeah,
Darius is by far my favorite character.
of course.
Darius is like this like smacked philosopher slash
Is he
psychic.
the only person in the show that hasn't fucked somebody over yet?
Yeah.
I mean,
Perfect.
what has Van done? I don't remember.
I don't think Van's fucked anybody over.
Yeah, I don't think she has
She's
either.
just trying to be a mom and shit.
I think she really just wants Ern to like, I don't know, pay bills and like be,
Get a
like,
job and shit like that.
be a good dad.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to count it, she fucked herself over when she lost her school job by smoking and then telling the principal.
Oh yeah, yeah. She didn't have to. She didn't have to tell because they wasn't
This
going to
was
care.
funny. She said,
The principal was like, she was like, "Oh, honey, we all smoke."
yeah.
But she was like, "But since you told me, I gotta fire you now." Yeah. I think
Remember when go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I remember when Darius and Paperboy pulled up to Ern's parents' house, and Darius asked to measure their tree.
Yeah. He was like, "Not right now." He was like, "Not right now."
That just means no.
No.
You know what episode like made me wildly uncomfortable, but I thought it was really funny? The Juneteenth one when like Van's like, I don't know who that was, like her friend or whatever, like they had a white husband and he was like really into black culture.
That guy's hilarious.
Yeah,
That dude
felt like Get Out.
Huh?
It was like a get out scene.
Yeah, it felt like Get Out. It was really uncomfortable.
It wasn't-
Except like the innocent white man really trying a little too hard.
He said, "Oh, Ern, I recognize
It
you."
makes it hard to believe that he's innocent. It feels like a fetish almost.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
a
definitely
fetish.
is.
It is. It is.
Like
That's what she said. Like, oh yeah, he got his black queen. Like,
He had Hennessy in a glass jar.
what, yo, you remember the painting that he had in that room where it was like, oh, it depicts Martin Luther King and like stuff like that, but it was like a dude slaying a griffin.
And he painted it.
Yeah, he was like, oh, it's so deep.
He painted Martin Luther King slaying a griffin.
No, I was like, it meant something about that, but it was just like a guy slaying a griffin. And he was like, I mean so much more than that.
Yeah, that shit was weird.
yo, when he was doing his poem, that shit had me rolling.
It is not natural to be that obsessed with another people's culture like that.
If you're white, maybe I think it is.
Yo, he
No,
looked at
no,
Ern and
no.
was like, oh, you must be from the West African places, like Ghana. Like, he just by looking at him, he was like, I know where you're from.
Most white Americans might enjoy shit like hip hop and like the way we dress and the way we talk, and they might fetishize and obsess over that shit. But like,
It's not like that.
Yeah, he went deep. And there are some people who are weird like that. Like they obsess
Few and far between, yeah.
over trying to prove to black people that they're okay. Now, hey, I'm not racist. It's weird. It's like if you keep telling me about it, it's kind of hard to think that you're not one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that episode definitely made a statement.
Nah, man, I prefer those like old racist white dudes who watch interracial porn. I like them niggas. Like, you know, they true to themselves.
Big booty black.
Honey, what are you watching? Nothing.
At that point, I'm just throwing up for a different reason. I don't fuck with neither one of them.
I'm not saying I fuck with it, but I prefer it because at least that nigga kind of honest.
You prefer
fair enough. You can spot him, right?
it's a preference.
It's like I'd rather have that dude because he's not gonna fuck with me at all. He's gonna stay far away from me. The only time he's gonna fuck with me if he sees me in the park enjoying myself. He might call the cops, but that's it.
Yeah.
Did I catch you spending quality time with your family? The fuck is wrong with you?
Did you pick up that white baby, sir? This is my cousin. Impossible.
I identify as a 35-year-old white man from Colorado.
That shit was hilarious.
Oh my god.
Remember the little boy from Van's class? What the fuck?
Yeah,
He never
he
explained
was
what
the
the fuck he was doing that shit for.
Yo,
I guess it's just a kid being a kid.
when the other teacher walked up to Van and she was like, "Can you watch him?" And she was like, "What did he do?" And it just cuts to him and he's just like looking at her.
I don't know how kid actors do it, bro. I'd be fucking rolling. I think if I was a kid,
Oh yeah.
I think inside he was.
definitely was, man. That's just, or, I don't know. He was just having fun with it. He
gotta
kind of was smiling.
Yeah, you gotta channel that shit. I think my favorite episode in season 2 is the one when they were kids when it was like they had the fake FUBU. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I really enjoyed that episode where it was Ern as a kid and Paperboy as a kid.
Mhm.
And Paperboy was just like a nigga in like second grade, like getting called to the principal's office, and he's like, "Yo, you know why I'm here? They hating on me."
I mean, we knew a lot of little kids like that. They were just
No.
acting out.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I enjoyed that episode. Ern was getting bullied because he had fake FUBU.
He was sick about that shit.
Yeah. His mom was like, "You better wear that. I bought it for
You
you."
know, his values haven't really changed much since that episode. Since he was a child, I think that's his problem. He's just not growing up. He's not taking accountability. He's still he's still a little ass boy.
I mean, that's the case for most people in general, or not most people, a lot of dudes in general.
Yeah, people get older, but they don't grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hearted.
One of those people is our president. He's a big ass kid.
Yeah.
Toddler, man.
He does it. Yeah, throwing tantrums and shit.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know. Like when you, I think when you're just in America, when you have a pretty decent family, you kind of get most things you would like. But when you're a fucking billionaire or a millionaire, and like you always get everything you want, like, well, come on, man, that's like you can't have that person running the country. But
Also, his parents were evil, so that doesn't help. It's not like he was learning from good people.
Yeah. Yo, his parents were like, think about it. His parents were more.
They might have been more evil than
they were 100% racist.
Oh yeah, what?
Like, he might be on the line. Like, I don't know if he's like overtly, but he definitely has those tendencies.
I don't think he has any beliefs or any real values. Like, don't you know how white supremacists, they like hating black people is like really important to them. Like they can't pretend to not hate black people. You know what I'm saying? If there's a dollar involved, he'll at least lie. Like he'll lie and shuck and jive and pretend.
Are you saying Donald Trump doesn't see color?
No, he definitely does see color. It's just not his top. It's not the top of his
I'm
priorities.
pretty sure he said like, I think blacks are lazy.
He has a clear racist history.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm not sure.
Remember that?
He has a history of anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's probably slept with it.
What you about to say, Nick?
I was just gonna say he took out that full-page New York Times ad with the Central Park 5.
Yeah.
Yep. Saying that he's like they deserve the death penalty, and that was before their court cases. Like
it's like we should have known then that this man was fucked up.
Yeah,
taking out a full paper ad to condone in Raleigh for the execution of teenagers is that is some other shit.
Yo, tell me why I was enjoying myself watching an episode of Fresh Prince, Bel Air, and fucking Trump walks in. I was enjoying myself, and I see that it just ruined the whole episode for me. I'm like, man,
the whole thing.
I mean, I kept watching it. Honestly, I was side note. Fresh Prince is actually a really good show to binge watch. Like, I like seen it as a kid, but like to actually like go through it, like it's actually pretty cool. So, but
Same.
yeah, he was just in there. He was trying to buy a house from them, but it was like the wrong house. So
he just goes where the money resides.
Yeah.
Him in that Home Alone movie. Down the hole to the left.
What are the odds that he actually flees the country when his presidency is over?
Nah, he's too stubborn, dog.
Nah,
Yeah.
like
You don't think
if
he's
they're
scared?
gonna get him for like tax evasion and things like that, he might leave for a bit.
Yeah.
He even said it at a rally. He was like, "Oh, you won't like me. I might have to leave."
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he'll probably just hang out in Florida.
You know,
Yeah, maybe.
he'll probably be fine in Florida. You're right. Even if they do indict him, there's no way he's actually serving time.
Yeah,
He's just gonna go to Texas.
there's too much money
Actually,
behind his
nah.
name.
He's too lazy for Texas.
South Florida is where he belongs.
Yeah, South Florida. No, not South. I would say like mid or North Florida, especially North.
Like closer to Jacksonville.
Yeah. South Florida is kind of like it's cool down there, Like, got a lot of Caribbeans and
There's a lot of money in South Florida.
in South Florida. Yeah, but it's more so like in the resorts and stuff. But the real money's at is like, Disney and shit. That's in Orlando.
Orlando's like mid Florida, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's more it's up there. Also, Orlando's weird, bro. You'll have a swamp and then you'll have like these big ass houses like worth like 500,000.
Right next to a swamp.
Not right next to it, but they're not that far.
I like catching gators.
Yeah, bro, you're gonna have people like fucking watermelons and alligators in the back, and then you're gonna have like billionaires just like cruising in their jets, like you know what I mean?
That's
We could have a whole episode on Florida.
yeah.
As a native to
Florida's
that
terrible.
godforsaken land, I will say it's a weird It's a weird state. I was going to say a country. It really is a country, though.
Basically, it's a country.
Can I just
Yeah.
get something off my chest real quick? This country's way too big.
You think so?
It's way too big. It covers way too much land. There's like 325 million people living here.
Yeah.
Like,
You know the statistic that most people could fit in the Grand Canyon? Or I think all people.
yeah, I think like all of humanity could fit in there.
Just the Grand
I don't know.
Canyon.
Like,
Yeah, it is.
the United States of America is so big. Like it covers from the entire coast, both coasts of half a continent. That's fucking huge, bro. Like
It is.
you don't think things would work a little bit more smoothly and easily if instead of one, it was like maybe 3 or 4 countries?
Bro, it's manifest destiny. Don't question it.
At the very least, it'd be easier to handle this COVID shit because it's like every state is doing their own thing and there's no real uniformity. No one can agree on anything. Even beyond COVID, like the people act like we're more divided now than we ever were. I disagree. I think the divide was always there. It's just like social media just like exposed it.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to get united when there's so many different things going on and it's so many people.
Yeah, man. Because the thing about it is like different states are essentially just different countries in a way,
Yeah.
And even the states are so huge that they're different within themselves. Like, you got
Like
here in
North
Philadelphia.
Carolina.
Yeah, like here in Philadelphia, right? Like we're pretty like democratic liberal city or whatever. But the rest of Pennsylvania, it's a fucking hick
It's
town.
extremely
Right. Like
Yeah.
in Maryland, here in Maryland, like we have Southern Maryland is like a whole another world. Like we don't
guys
fuck
are
with
the
people in
wealthiest.
Southern
We don't
Maryland.
talk about Southern Maryland.
Bro, there are whole KKK members in Maryland.
There's neo-Nazis
Southern-
in mid Pennsylvania, like
I'm
entire
sure.
communities of them.
That's true.
Yeah, man.
It's weird.
But it's the worst in Indiana.
Oh man.
That's where they originated from.
What?
That's what a movie took. Oh wait,
Okay.
no, it didn't.
Yeah, they originated in Indiana.
I would not have expected that.
What do you mean? You ever hear about the horror stories from Pacers players?
Fair enough.
Like, like I remember I was watching like Reggie Miller and like all these players from '90 talk about it. They're like, "Yo, bro, this is a Klan country." Like people will come to the games drawing, like they want to come to like crosses or something like that, but they get close as they can without getting kicked out.
That's why Larry Bird was the GM.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, it feels like home.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny that you bring up the whole states are different, like they have their own different laws. Even in the NBA games that they're playing in, like there's no people in like the Madison Square Garden or like in the Sixers Stadium, but there were like 1,500 people in the Utah Jazz Stadium for their game yesterday.
How many?
Like they were,
1,500.
yeah,
Are you serious?
Say it again?
1,500. 1,500 people in the Utah Jazz Stadium.
Yeah,
Wait, the NBA is letting people come into their stadium?
the state is.
I thought the NBA just like said no.
Wouldn't it put the players at risk and the coaching staff?
It does, but they're socially distanced and they're not in the top. I think 5
You're able to
They're not in there.
distance 15,000 people.
Hey, as best as you could in an arena.
That's bullshit.
Utah, bro.
And you're inside.
Adam Silver needs to put that
Yeah, like
crack down on that.
you're
yeah.
indoors.
Like,
Like it's 15,000 people. There's no fucking way that's actually working in there.
There were people at the where the Raptors, somewhere in Florida.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and Florida's like
Same
really
thing.
lax, and there was not a lot of people at that game. They were really far apart.
Oh yeah, but like
Utah, they were closer.
yeah, or like you could see them when looking at a far out view. You could see clumps of people together.
Yeah, honestly, I think if David Stern was running it, I kind of think he would have people in the stadium.
Oh hell yeah, he would.
David Stern was like the ultimate capitalist,
Yeah, it was.
or not the ultimate, but he was very capitalist. So he would have figured something out.
He'd be out in front of the stadium selling jerseys himself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool, bro.
He would be one of the people getting those shots.
Hmm.
He'd be like, "Look, guys, it's safe."
He would be at the front of the list.
Yeah, he would be injecting himself with some type of vaccine. I think Mike Pence did that shit on TV.
Yeah, he did.
Like that.
Did fucking weirdo.
Hmm.
Didn't it come out that like the needle wasn't filled with anything because they pushed it and then pulled it and then just like pulled it away and it was like that shit wasn't filled with anything.
No, I don't think that happened.
Yeah, but hit the hour 30 mark, so I think we're gonna wrap this up for now. Thanks for listening to the R&R podcast, and email us questions in the link below. I actually did put the email in. I apologize if y'all were looking for that and it wasn't available. And yeah.
All right.
Dude,
Metamorphosis.
yeah.